I'm Ashley and I have BPD, depression, anxiety, and occasional psychosis and hallucinations. I'm agender and I identify as somewhere on the demi or asexual spectrum.
My name is Eden. I am a cis girl and I'm bi. I have been diagnosed with depression, anxiety, and I'm pretty sure I have undiagnosed BPD, and I also have undiagnosed SAD.
I'm Tony. I'm bisexual, and I am a transgender man. Well, I've been diagnosed with general anxiety disorder and panic disorder and some kind of psychotic disorder. Oh, and depression as well.
Learning that I had BPD was actually possibly one of the most helpful things because now I understand how my brain works and why I feel the way I do all the time. Because BPD makes you attached to people for no apparent reason other than they showed you some affection or just weren't terrible. I'm massively uncomfortable being gendered in any way. It's not. I just don't have a gender at all, which is really difficult in everyday life because everyone wants to gender you all of the time. Like, it's constant. And I'm always thinking about what I'm wearing and how I'm sitting and what kind of assumptions they're making about me, which is terrifying. There's the amount of times I've just not said anything about my gender and just thought, okay, they can think I'm a butch lesbian or something instead, because I just don't have the energy to have that conversation with them, especially when you know that someone is more likely to be judgmental about it. Even though there's a lot of us who aren't cis gay men, they are kind of the forefront of the queer community and they take up a lot of space. You're kind of expected to be this fun, outgoing person, but most of us aren't.
Borderline personality disorder, which means you it's a whole fucking thing, is what it is. You sort of get very close to people very quickly. You idealize them very quickly, and then you do this thing which is called splitting, means you'll sort of be absolutely obsessed with someone, think they're the best person ever, and then suddenly they'll do something slightly wrong, and it'll be like they're the most horrible person ever, and they've completely hurt you, and they're going to abandon you. That's the thing, abandonment issues, BPD. Yeah, just thinking people are just going to leave you all the time and getting really rapid cycling mood swings. Like, I don't know, I'll spend like an hour being suicidal, and then like the next hour I'm like, I'm really happy and chill, everything's all right, I'm gonna go have a bath, and then drink, like, I don't know, gonna have a bath, have a glass of wine, have a nice time, and then go back to bed and just be like, I have to get up in the morning, and that's a horrible fucking thing, and I'm probably gonna die, and it's weird, I don't know. Yeah, I'm on a 20 milligram dose of citalopram, which is for depression and also anxiety, because my depression and anxiety are comorbid. So if I have the anxiety sort of bounces off the depressive symptoms. So if I'm not feeling depressed, I probably won't be feeling anxious. But if I'm feeling anxious, I'm probably also feeling depressed. So I take the citalopram every day, and it kills my appetite. I think my mental illness and my sexuality don't really interact too much with the BPD and getting attached to people. There's just being bi means that there's more people for me to get romantically attached to.
Bisexual for me is sort of, as I said, I'm attracted to people my gender and people who aren't my gender, but I tend to go for men mostly. I'm bisexual but mostly gay. And I've been transitioning for a while. At this moment, I've been on hormone replacement therapy for 3 months. It's a big thing for me because it's like I'll see someone, I'm like, oh, like what points? I'll just tell them everything, and it's like, it's like, sorry, it's gonna be a bit strange, like, and yeah, that's another thing. I'm also most likely aromantic, which again can also add even more to the sort of problems of meeting people, because it's like, hello, I'm mentally ill and I'm trans and I'm also aromantic. Good luck there, kind of thing. Well, going out has always been sort of a very big problem with me. Like, I spend months on end not leaving the house at all for any reason. Like, I just won't go out. Just stepping out the door and being outside is just, you know, just like I feel my heart pounding in my chest and I feel sick and I just want to go back into my back into my safe place. But it's a funny thing happened when I was out sort of meeting up with someone, and we was out and we was just talking, and it only just occurred to me at that point. I was just like, are we in any danger? Just like, wow, I'm, you know, sort of being very openly not straight in public. I was just like, you know, what if somebody harasses us? And it was that kind of sudden sort of shock realization of sort of what it's like out in the real world.
I'm really into crafts and art and stuff. The thing about especially psychosis and my mental health is that it gives me inspiration, it gives me ideas to put into my art. I've actually been able to start picking up hobbies that I used to have.
Basically all my friends are queer and mentally ill, so I've always had a nice support network. And I like writing. I mostly write poetry. I just think poetry's for everyone.
I draw a lot, I paint a lot. Drawing actually stresses me out, but I like doing it at the same time. I play a lot of video games and aliens. I like talk about aliens. I don't know. I'm very into conspiracy theories. Very stereotypical. Someone with sort of psychotic issues.